I woke up and I decided to choose violence today. Let's talk about dating.
He's right here.
Who is it?
My mother.
What?
So, do we actually need to fix dating? I don't think we actually need to fix it. I know, right? That's why you clicked on this video. But what does that even mean? Dating is broken. I have a different perspective. I don't think it's dating itself that's broken. I think what we actually need to fix are the conditions that make dating feel impossible. See, dating used to be about, two people enjoying their time together, escaping into a reality that they have crafted. And now it's about 4 apps, 3 situationships, a roster, a first round draft pick. Like, what is a soft launch? No, really, help me out here. Look, I get it. I'm a person. I've dated. I've messed up. I've been ghosted. I've been the ghoster. Boo. I'm sorry. I'm human. But this modern dating thing, this isn't dating. This isn't courting, this isn't romance, this isn't love. This is Twilight and Monopoly smashed together, bro. And ain't nobody got time for that. This is exactly what happens when you mix capitalism and loneliness. And yeah, I said it. Capitalism is fucking up the dating pool. Call me anti-capitalist, call me woke, call me Antifa, call me whatever you want, but give me liberty or give me death. But at least I'm not spending my hard-earned money from my dead-end job on a dating app talking to myself. And I'm sorry if that was mean, but come on, man. Like, we've done this before. Yeah, let's start with dating apps. Dating applications. These are not designed to give you a happy ending. You know why? Because there's no money in that. Like, these are tech companies, right? And you know what they're thinking? If you win, I lose. So let's incentivize you to stay on this app. Meaning, let's give you a gambling addiction. And guess what? We're all losing. Besides, it's not like these companies need the money or anything. Oh, it's not like Match Group, the company that owns pretty much all of the dating apps that we all use, hired this guy to run the show. Do you know who this guy is? This is Bernard Kim, the former CEO of, you guessed it, fucking Zynga Games, baby. Come on, Zynga Games, the people who brought you beloved titles like Farmville. Ooh, wait, hey, hitting this shit. And Toon Blast, bro, how could you forget? These are the same people controlling your dating experience. But wait, there's more. He stepped down in February. And you know who replaced him? You know who they got to replace Bernard Kim? You guessed it, the fucking former CEO of Zillow. Because buying a house is just like finding a date. Look at this shit. This looks like a healthcare plan. This looks like insurance. Maybe consider you, yourself, the consumer, are being played again. And I don't know. Maybe you should be a little bit more upset about that process instead of individuals not matching with you. Because we can blame men and we can blame women, but you still have the account and you trust the company that's charging you to see who liked you? Isn't that the point of the fucking app? At some point, we have to ask ourselves, is it really worth it? Is it worth it to remain perpetually locked in an algorithm searching for a connection that deep down we know isn't on the app in the first place? We have to wake up. We have to leave the matrix. No, wait. I'm not talking about that. Don't do that. Stop it. Bad. And it's not all bad. Like, you can meet someone cool on an app. If you met someone on an app, good for y'all. I'm so happy for y'all. When's the wedding? Yay! A lot of y'all would be better off with a more organic process, like socializing, while also picking up the skills that make us more charismatic and empathetic individuals. You really want to know what I think? Of course you do. I think we have all confused convenience for access. Just because it's really easy and you can see all these different profiles doesn't mean you have access to these people. Entitlement is dangerous. Even if these people live in your city, just like in real life, you probably won't run into most of these people anyway. Like, you swiping left or right doesn't change the structure of these apps. You're still using a system designed to use your emotional impulse for profit. Nigga, they just want your money. And it's extremely ironic that finding a match on a dating app is actually a side effect, if you're lucky. I want y'all to be unshackled from the chains of Tinder, liberated from the hive mind of Bumble, freed from the tight, meaty chokehold of Grindr. Yo, please do yourself a favor. At least take a break. Like, stop paying for this shit. Stop beating yourself up because an algorithm you can't control is taking advantage of you. I know we're lonely, but this is honestly not the way. If you're going to use them, understand the game that you are playing and understand it's not a very productive one. But as an internet personality who claims to neither be or not be your friend, delete these apps. Delete these fucking apps.
Fall has come to Millwood, the city where Richard Anderson lives. A city neither small nor large.
Dating has never been easy, and I think we have to keep in mind that dating is a culture, and culture changes, people change, climates change. And I don't like rules, but they change. And I believe y'all, some of y'all would have been pulling in the 1920s. Not me though, I'm black. But it's different now. Bro, in 2025, our relationships to dopamine are shot. How are you supposed to form a real connection when everybody's attention span is shorter than the time it takes to microwave popcorn? How are you supposed to meet people if a lot of them are chronically online and scared of being perceived? Everyone's attention is fragmented and yet still somehow directed outward instead of toward ourselves and the people around us. This is a problem. We are constantly bombarded with imagery. We constantly take advice from people who aren't even in our situation, and we've become hollow shells of our former selves. I know you miss the old you. I miss the old me. Anxious attachment style. Boy, you anxious because you're attached to your fucking phone. You're overstimulated. Have a seat and chill on the parasocial relationships. Chill on the pop psychology. There are bad therapists. I just want to remind y'all. There are people who lie on the internet for clout. I'm just friendly reminder. Refresher.
You want to know why people get bored in relationships?
Like, who is this? I think we all just need to take a deep breath. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Psych. You don't get a break. I'm on your ass. Stop getting your interpretation of the real world from the internet. There are crucial circumstances that social media can help us stay up to date with, but dating isn't one of those things. Your personality isn't one of those things. Your dating preferences aren't one of those things. Cause yeah, let's talk about it. If you're the type of person who only dates one race, why? Have you ever thought about that? Like, where that came from? Unpack that. Unpack your shit. No trips for you. Unpack your ideas of romance. Unpack your ideas of connection. Unpack your ideas of the people that you date. The internet can't help with all of that. You have to do some of that work yourself. Dating is such a personal experience. And it doesn't work out for some of us because we don't treat it as one. We treat it like we treat everything else. A spectacle. A show. a silly time to be had. Who is this?
The reason why attractive men...
You're allowed to recalibrate, to pivot, to reassess, reorganize your interpretations of dating. Treat this process like the personal struggle that it truly is without sensationalizing it. Some of us have in fact lost the ability to navigate complex social interactions because we turn to the internet for every issue. You don't need to ask ChatGPT how to make you a sandwich, bro. You need to experience things and ask questions. Learn from mistakes and mishaps. That's your research, not TikTok. You gotta be you, man. Y'all get on this internet and lie for free. And then you meet people in real life and you lie for free. If you can't be yourself from the jump, the relationship is already fake as fuck. No more building personas online that we can't upkeep in person, okay? Dating should not require acting skills. This is not Euphoria. You don't need that external validation. You don't need someone to like you to feel alive. And if dating is the only thing making you feel attractive, you're not dating. Honey, you're coping.
I have an issue that I want to speak about. People will hear.
If the person that you are dealing with doesn't feel safe with you, if you don't feel safe with them, you're not gonna get very far. And I encourage y'all to talk about the things that make y'all feel safe and secure when you're in each other's presence. Generalizations and statistics are extremely helpful, and I do encourage people to be cautious. But some of those need to stop at the individual level. If you're giving somebody a chance, actually give them a chance. You can't call women hoes and bitches and gold diggers and expect to meet a nice one. I don't really do a whole lot of manifesting, but I'm pretty sure you're doing it wrong. And sure, a lot of men are trash. However, if you're not gonna give anybody the benefit of the doubt, if anything anybody does gives you the ick, just stay your ass at home. Why are you trying to date? You try to work it out. You try to manage conflict, and if that doesn't work, you don't ghost, you tell them that you're leaving, and then you tell them why. Cause no, sit back down. Because if people tell you why they're leaving, and it's because you was acting a fool, then you have to take that feedback and you have to be better.
I'm sorry, but I have to ask you, were you with somebody or were you with somebody?
I don't really see the difference.
Okay, well, the difference is how long have you been with this somebody? Because you fucked me not even a month ago.
The last time we hooked up, I hadn't even met her yet.
That's not the point, Jabari.
You're right. The point is...
Stop telling people that they deserve better. Like, why are you here then? Stop wasting people's time. That's your time too. Please treat people like people. Girl, I'm almost done, but this might be a tough one to swallow. But somebody's gotta say it. Some of y'all just aren't ready to date. A lot of us are full of unchecked insecurities that we haven't revisited since middle school. Some of us haven't even touched any of that internal work. Look at me. I promise you, your dating life will become easier when you've begun to do some of that internal maintenance. And I know that's not what anybody wants to hear. But that's why y'all miserable, because like y'all ignore this part. We spend so much time trying to fill a hole with another person when truthfully, because I tell no lies, you were the only one who could fill it in the first place. All of that unresolved shit is going to come out. It is going to leak from your brain and your mouth. Every hole is going to come up on dates. It's going to pop up in relationships 2 years later. It doesn't just go away. And no amount of connection is going to fix that. No relationship is going to fully heal you. Dating is not a substitute for addressing your deepest, darkest insecurities. Like, if you know you got issues, if you know you're hard to date, dating is best experienced when you have a better understanding of what you are doing, of who you are. We can't be miserable and want to invite people into that misery and then be upset and confused when they don't want to sit in it with us. Like, homie, build a life worth inviting someone into. If your life is empty, dating makes it worse. If your life is at least somewhat full of things that you've given meaning, dating becomes an additive instead of a desperate attempt at finding some kind of meaning in a desolate wasteland. Damn. And it breaks my heart when I hear y'all say these terrible things about yourselves. But like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. No one will ever love me. It's hopeless. I'll never find anybody. Bro, you don't even love yourself. How deep and how fulfilling is the love that you are going to give to other people? Like, how real can those really be if you can't even give that shit to yourself? How deep is your love if you hate yourself? I'm ugly. It's not my look. It's not my job to make fun of anybody's appearance, but there are some people that like don't look that great. And they are in happy, loving relationships. Just go outside. You will see some ugly couples. You'll see those couples where you're like, what the fuck? How did they get them? It starts in here. I'm telling you, it starts in here. That is exactly how that happens. It's possible. And if you are hard on yourself and adding pressure by making a relationship the most important priority, and you're not doing the work beforehand, oh brother. So please, man, start some of that work. Cause this is gonna be harder for some of us. Cause some of y'all are just terrible people. Some of y'all aren't lonely because nobody wants you. You're lonely cause you're a villain. You're evil. And you live alone on top of a mountain in a dark castle because you have evil goals. The Powerpuff Girls will beat your ass every day because you are maniacal, insidious, hateful. Some of y'all are just unpleasant to be around. The chat room type. You want to cuddle and you're racist. Tear people down and you want a little smooch. No, that is not how that works. So if your morality system is completely corrupted, why would people choose you? Why would people choose someone who doesn't give a fuck about anybody else? Who isn't compassionate? Who isn't nurturing? Who isn't kind? And I know humans are judgmental, but like, you should judge the character of the person you want to be with. Maybe not harshly, but being consciously aware of the person you're dating is 100% normal. And like it's nobody else's fault that you have a harmful way of thinking and you're too selfish to acknowledge it. That's not rocket science. That's basic human empathy, which is a huge part of relationships, I might add. I love interracial relationships, you know? I love a little race mixing. But you cannot be a bigot and date black women. You cannot be pro-ICE and want a quote-unquote spicy Latina. You can't want a shy, nerdy man and be a toxic, angry-ass person. Are we serious? You have to care about things that don't directly affect you. If you stay in your bubbles, it's really hard to care about other things that happen in the world, that happen near you, that happen to people you know. So go do things, try new stuff, immerse yourself in different types of education, environments, read books, not just Atomic Habits, read fiction, expand your mind, so you can become a well-versed and experienced person. So you're not resistant to change. So when things do change, like dating culture, you don't get left behind in the dust and you can still be the best version of yourself. The goal isn't to find someone. The goal is to be unapologetically you so that you no longer need to search. It just happens. Okay, bye.